This is a trick by Harry Lorayne called Big Fella, Little Fella. And the story goes that a big guy goes into a bar and he says, look, I'm so good at the pack of cards, I can do just anything. For example, just to give you a small example, if I deal you 3 cards, I know you'll get 3 jacks. And he was right. He said, but even more astonishing than that, if I put them on the top of the deck, riffle up the back, and deal again, alternating cards between us, you'll still have 3 jacks. And he was right. He said, and if I pick up those 3 cards, put them back at the top, riffle up the back, 1, 2, 3, you'll still have 3 jacks. He was right again. So the wee guy I was talking to said, well, that's all very well, but I don't actually play any games that require 3 cards, so it's not terribly much use to me. Is there anything you can do with 5 cards? The big fella said, well, I'm sure I can. Let's see if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find that your cards would be a full house. He said, what's more, if I do it again, riffle up the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There'll still be a full house. And if I do it one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll still have a full house. So the wee guy grabs the cards from him and said, look, I see what you're doing. There's nothing about riffling up the back, that's a load of nonsense. All you're doing is dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and automatically, you scoop that up onto there, automatically you're getting a full house. Just like, oh, okay, right, do it again, he said. No shuffling, nothing, anything like that. The big fella said, right, all I have to do is riffle up the back. I deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get these cards up, and I've dealt a full house. The wee fella said, right, okay, I'll have another go. I'm not going to do the riffling up the back, that's nonsense. He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh, 6. Let me do it again, Okay, he said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time, I'll get it this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he still had a 6 in the middle. So he gave the cards back to the big fella and said, look, I just can't do it, Try it one more time, show me. So the big fella said, okay, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he said, this time I've done it slightly differently. I'm not going to scoop up my cards. The cards I've given you are 3 jacks, an odd card, but I've taken pity on you, given you a 4th jack as well. So the wee fella said, well, that's all very well, but it's not very sensible in a game of cards if you're always dealing jacks to the other person. And the big fella said, well, that's no problem. Take the precaution, making sure I deal all 4 aces to myself.